Air Up, the water bottle that makes water taste like your favourite flavours without the sugar rush. Is it a game changer or potentially a health hazard? Keep watching until the end to find out, and my thoughts on it as a registered nutritionist. So what exactly is Air Up? Well, it's not just your average water bottle. It's a flavoured water bottle that's all about enhancing your water's taste through scent. It's like aromatherapy for your hydration. Now, before you start thinking I've gone all sci-fi, let me break it down for you.
Let me explain why.
Air Up uses scent pods that release flavoured air bubbles into your water. You inhale these bubbles through your nose while sipping, enhancing the whole drinking experience. It's like a flavour symphony for your senses. Air Up was invented by two German university students. They were inspired by the book Neurogastronomy: How the Brain Creates Flavour and Why It Matters, and aimed to create a healthier way to hydrate by addressing poor nutrition, specifically inadequate hydration. So how does Air Up work? Well, it's not magic, though it might feel like it. But what happens is, when you sip from the Air Up bottle, flavoured air bubbles travel through the straw into your mouth, producing a bubbling sound that's perceived as taste. It's a marvel of retronasal smell, tasting with your nose. The bottle even has a pressure valve, so you can keep sipping without stopping. Now, if you're looking to buy one, how much will it cost you? Well, there are two options. You could get a 650ml Triton plastic bottle available in 5 colours, a 480ml or 850ml steel bottle available in 2 colours, which all come with a pack of 3 pods of the same colour. Prices range from £24.99 up to £66.98 depending on which bottle and pod options you choose. You can also buy Air Up bottles and Air Up pods from Amazon or eBay, although not from an official seller, and the prices tend to be more expensive than when buying directly from Air Up, so buyer beware. Now let's have a look at the pros and cons of Air Up. As with any innovation, there are pros and cons to consider. On the plus side, water gets flavoured without any sugar, calories or additives. It promotes increased water intake and offers a delightful variety of scents. But of course, there's a flip side. Some users report a lack of intense flavour, leaks and even mould development. We all know mould is bad, but why exactly? Well, mould can pose all sorts of health risks. Mould produces spores that can become airborne. Inhaling these spores can lead to respiratory issues, allergies, other health problems, especially for individuals with pre-existing conditions like asthma or allergies. It can also affect the bottle itself, as mould can cause physical damage to the materials of the product. It may lead to the deterioration of components, affecting the overall performance and longevity of the Air Up bottle. In the case of Air Up, where the enhancement of water flavour relies on scent pods, mould development could compromise the effectiveness of these pods. Mould spores may interfere with the intended scent, affecting the overall flavour experience. So when using the Air Up bottle, it's important to maintain proper cleaning. Another con is the cost. Air Up says each Air Up pod is good for flavouring a minimum of 5 litres of water, so 15 litres per pack of 3. Now, the NHS Eat Well guide recommends drinking at least 6 to 8 cups of fluid a day, or more if you're in a hot environment or particularly physically active. That's a minimum of 2 litres a day. 1 cup equals 250 mils. So a 3-pack of pods will last you roughly a week if it's all you drink, with each one lasting a little more than 2 days. Depending on which flavours you buy, that comes to around £20 to £28 a month in pods, which is about the same as taking on an extra phone contract. That is not cheap. There's also the sustainability factor to consider. In the sustainability section of its website, Air Up says its pods use 88% less plastic than flavoured drinks sold in single-use plastic bottles. But is this the correct comparison to make? To me, Air Up is really an alternative to flavouring your water with bits of fruits. I don't know how disposable plastic pods, which can be recycled a maximum of 2 or 3 times, can possibly be better than using fruits, which you can eat or put in your compost bin once you've used it to flavour your water. To make matters worse, the plastic pouches the Air Up pods come in aren't recyclable at all, although Air Up does say it's working on changing that soon. We've looked at the pros and cons, but can it help with weight loss? Well, that's the million-dollar question. It's marketed as a sugar-free, calorie-free flavour enhancer, and some believe it could aid weight loss by encouraging increased water intake. How? Well, increased water intake can contribute to weight loss through several mechanisms. Firstly, it could help with appetite control. Drinking water before meals can help control appetite. It creates a feeling of fullness, which may lead to reduced calorie intake during meals. It could also prevent overeating. Sometimes feelings of thirst can be mistaken for hunger. By staying hydrated, you reduce the likelihood of overeating when your body is actually in need of fluids. Are there any health risks to consider? Well, the air up bottle itself seems safe, using natural aromas from fruits, plants and spices, but the specific chemicals used aren't readily available. Some scented products, including air fresheners, may contain chemicals that could impact indoor air quality. This can lead to irritation, allergic-like reactions and inflammation, particularly in those with asthma or allergies. So while we're not really sure what chemicals are used in air up bottles, it might be worth being mindful of these potential risks. So, is it worth getting an air up bottle? Well, there's certainly novelty in the way the bottle works, and if it gets you to drink more water, then great. But a key consideration is the premium you pay to get on board with this craze. Not only are the bottles more expensive to buy than competitor brands such as Chili's, but there's also the ongoing cost of the air up pods. Without a pod attachment, the bottle doesn't work, and you'll need to keep an empty pod attached if you just want to use it as a normal water bottle. Ultimately, if air up gets you drinking more fluids, that's not a bad thing, but if you can manage waiting a little bit longer until this craze finally passes, you'll save yourself some cash and avoid clogging up your recycling bin. If you found this information helpful, then hit that like button and subscribe for more nutritional insights, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay hydrated and stay healthy.